What is up, everyone? My name is Anthony, and for today's video, we are back on the Rose Talks channel. Now, I am feeling clean with the shots today. I mean, look at this, dude. Everything's a hit. Even, okay, maybe not that, but for today's video, we are talking about my worst experience with drugs ever. Now, this is like, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I was like 13, 14 years old at the time when this happened, so gotta give me some credit for even surviving this thing, because I think it is actually pretty bizarre, and I was surrounded by adults at the time, so this is actually pretty crazy. Anyways, the story starts with me meeting somebody that was legitimately like a troubled kid. I was, you know, autistic, so I had my own troubles, but this person was like kind of like one of those bad kids, like a kid that like your parents told you not to hang out with because they were just not great. You know what I'm saying? They were, you know, getting into trouble, really were just not evil, but like not great. You know what I'm saying? And I found myself becoming short-lived friends with a kid like that. And he was like 15, 16 at the time, so he wasn't really even a kid. He was actually almost an adult, a couple years from being an adult. So yeah, not to mention his friend that we hung out with was like 20-something years old, so that's fantastic. Anyways, yeah, I spent the night at this guy's house. He wanted to drink, he wanted to smoke, he wanted to do a bunch of stuff. I think he even crushed pills up in which was absolutely bizarre, and that had never been a thing before. Like, I never realized people did that because that's kind of scary. And me, I'm just going with it. You know, I'm 13 years old, 14 years old. I think I was actually about to get into high school. I really can't remember if I was 13 or 14. I don't know if this was a year before high school or like 2 months before high school. Yeah, so we're doing a lot of stuff that teenagers should not be doing, okay? If you are that age watching this video, do not do that stuff. It's not worth it. It's actually pretty scary, and you'll see why I'm saying that in a second. But yeah, so we do our thing that night. I think I slept like 15 minutes because I was kind of scared to even go to sleep. Like, my body felt so weird, and I was like, whatever. So before I know it, the sun comes up. He's awake too. He's wired. He's like, yo, dude, we need to get weed. We got to get weed. So I called somebody up. They came and gave me money for weed. Shout out my mom. My mom was the goat. She's going to see this and be like, I can't believe you told this story. But she had literally no part in anything. I don't even think she knew why I was, or she was giving me the money. I don't think I told her it was for drugs. Maybe I did. Maybe I said, oh, we're going to smoke weed. My mom smoked weed when she was like younger, so she was like, whatever. But she didn't know what else we were going to do, I guess I should say. So yeah, my mom leaves. We call up the older dude who's like, I think like he was like 18 to 22 years old. Maybe might even have been older, because the kid I was hanging out with, his older brother, I think, was like 20 something, so he knew the connects through his brother. And this guy pulls up and we buy a bunch of weed. I'm not gonna lie, we bought a lot of weed, and I was hyped. I was like, yes, dude, let's go. I might be feeling tired, but it doesn't matter because I'm about to smoke. It's about to be cool. I'm about to make myself look really cool. And yeah, I actually did not make myself look really cool. I looked like a fool, bro. I looked like an absolute fool. Anyways, we get the weed. They're rolling up in the front seat. I'm chilling, bro. I'm in the back seat, really tired. I can barely, like, I don't even know what's going on. And it was my weed, so they roll it up, and we're smoking it, and I'm puffing, bro. As a kid, I am puffing this thing, bro. I am taking so many hits. I'm feeling cool, bro. I'm like, I'm gonna get so high. And I am almost positive that they did something in the front seat to the blunt. I don't know if they put a substance on it that I wasn't familiar with or something, but I started to feel really weird. And what I mean by that is we ended up going to McDonald's, and when I got out of the car, I felt super nauseous. I've never felt nauseous from smoking weed before. At the time, I'm like, dude, no, something's weird. So they're like, go to the bathroom, chill out, you'll be good. And I'm like, all right, I believe you. So I go into McDonald's, and I see my friends, Austin and JT, and I'm like, what's up, guys? Like, I'm high as hell. Like, I don't know what's going on. I feel really sick. And I start to look at the table, and a toilet appears on the table. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, this is not normal. This is not normal. So I tell them what's going on. They're like, yo, bro, like, you got to chill. Go to the bathroom. You might be about to throw up. You might be greening out. I'm like, all right, bro. So I go to the bathroom, and all of a sudden, bro, I look in the mirror after I wash my hands, and I see every emotion I've ever experienced in facial form just spinning around me. And I'm sitting here, and I'm like, what is going on, bro? Like, I am so confused. Like, I'm lost, man. I'm sitting there, I'm looking, I'm about to puke, and I'm just seeing this shit go around me, bro. It's every facial expression I've ever made, and I knew the emotions that were tied into it. I'm like, this is absurd. So I go and I tell them, I'm like, yo, I feel really sick, bro. I don't know what we should do. So they put me in the car, you know what I'm saying? They strap me in, and I think I'm on a roller coaster, bro. Okay, we drove about maybe like 3-4 minutes away from the McDonald's. I felt like I was on a roller coaster going to St. Augustine. And if you guys know, St. Augustine is like a really old city in the United States, maybe one of the oldest. It's got like the fort and everything. I don't remember what the fort is called, but I thought we were going there. But it was just a 4-minute car ride. So my brain thought we drove an hour and 30 minutes in 4 minutes, okay? That's how messed up I was. And now I'm sitting in the back seat. I feel like I'm dying, bro. I'm like, what is even going on? Like, I literally have no idea. I don't know who these people are anymore. I'm like, oh my goodness. We ended up like picking some guy up. I don't even know where this other guy came from. I think we went to like his house or something. And I remember I like got out of the car and I laid by an electrical box. And I remember this guy was telling me about how he had a really bad trip once and the sky was turning different colors. And then all of a sudden I look up and it's like nighttime, but it's so bright. And I'm like, what the heck? And it's legitimately only like 9 in the morning. Like, it is actually not late at all. So I don't know what my brain was like doing to process the sky at that point, but it felt dark out even though it was really light out, and I was super confused. Now this part's scary for some people, especially the people I tell, because I mean, I literally could have died. But I think I got back in the car. They told me to get back in the car, and I was like kind of like leaning into the seatbelt thing. You know how the seatbelt comes down? I was like leaning into it, and I remember I closed my eyes, and I don't know how long I closed my eyes for. But all of a sudden, okay, I have a brief memory of walking on a dock, and then I wake up, and I'm feeling like a tiny bit better. I'm still really messed up, but I'm a little bit more coherent. And it is sunset, and I'm at the dock with my friends Bailey and Jack. 2 different people that I wasn't with before. And it was legitimately so confusing for me. I'm not even like, I was like, what the heck? And there's a picture. Dude, if I can find it, I will literally show you the picture because I think it is absurd. Like, I don't look good. I'm going like this because I can barely keep my eyes open. I don't know what's going on. And then I end up calling my mom to come pick me up. She comes to pick me up. I'm telling her, I'm like, Mom, I got really high. I don't know what is happening. I feel super weird. I think I slept on the couch downstairs. And then I woke up at, I think, 2 in the morning. And I thought I was in hell. I was like, oh my gosh, it's all dark out. I don't know where I am. It must be hell. And then within like an hour or 2, I regained all of my senses and everything was all right. To this day, I don't know what drug I took. People are like, you know, you can hallucinate from weed, but I've never heard of a weed trip like that. I will tell you that right now. I have never heard. I know there's a bunch of different types of weed, but I'm sorry. You smoke something like that, have those effects? Are you really think that's weed? So yeah, I didn't throw up. I didn't get sick. I was nauseous for like 5 minutes, and then I just got really tired, groggy, and confused, and then I started hallucinating. So like I said, if that's weed, that's the craziest weed I've ever smoked in my entire life. And yeah, that's pretty much the story. I think I hung out with that guy again a little bit later on. It's probably like a couple weeks later, and we ended up hanging out with these 2 girls who, one of them I think is married now, and the other one, I actually spoke to her recently, and she's doing well, so that's fantastic. But I don't know where that guy is. I honestly don't even know if he's alive, and I hope he is, and I hope he got his act together, like I got my act together somewhat, and stopped doing drugs. But yeah, anyways, that is my worst drug experience ever. I appreciate you guys for watching this video. Obviously, dude, we're ending it with a shot right here. I mean, there you go. This was dope. This was actually really dope. That was actually a really sick shot. Kind of close, but I mean, there you go. And yeah, my worst drug experience ever. Have a good one.